Every day, ordinary people just like you are uncovering an astonishing secret buried deep within their minds. It's a hidden power that takes only seconds to activate, yet it holds the key to breaking through the limits of our human potential. Those who tap into this sacred power experience rapid, life-changing transformations. Many use it to attract financial abundance so that money flows to them effortlessly. Others are able to unlock psychic abilities or heal their bodies from within. Some use this power to draw their soulmates into their lives or reignite passion and love with their current partners. Whatever they envision and focus on with intention becomes their new reality.
Ever since I watched your video, it feels like my entire life has shifted to a higher frequency. I've never felt this excited about the future or this open to all the opportunities that keep coming my way. The things I used to only dream about are now actually happening.
I always felt like there was something greater waiting for me, but I didn't know how to reach it. Then what you shared in your video unlocks something inside. Everything's aligning and abundance keeps flowing into my life. This is going to be my biggest year ever financially.
And this is only the beginning of what's possible. As shocking as it may sound, it's all because of a pea-sized organ shaped like a pine cone nestled at the base of your brain. It's called the pineal gland. Many cultures around the world consider it our third eye, giving us the ability to connect to the universe, unlock psychic abilities, and manifest our thoughts into reality. For thousands of years, the pineal gland has been revered for its mystical powers. 4,000 years ago, carvings of Sumerian gods showed them holding pine cones, which represented the pineal gland. The ancient Egyptians also knew its power. It's why the Eye of Horus, a symbol of healing, spiritual awareness, and divine protection, often appeared in their artwork and writing. Compare it to an image of the human brain and you'll notice something striking. The pineal gland perfectly corresponds to the pupil in the Eye of Horus. Statues of Buddha show a swirl or dot at the center of the forehead, symbolizing the spiritual insight and supreme wisdom. This mark is said to represent the third eye, what we now recognize as the pineal gland. Perhaps most revealing of all, at the heart of the Vatican, one of the world's holiest sites, stands a massive pine cone statue. Even the Pope's staff is adorned with a pine cone, another unmistakable symbol of the pineal gland and the hidden power of the third eye. For centuries, the clues have been hiding in plain sight, yet this ancient knowledge has been deliberately concealed from the masses. But that changes today, because in a moment, you're going to uncover the shocking truth behind what may be humanity's most closely guarded secret. And more importantly, you'll discover a simple yet powerful ritual you can perform at home today to fully awaken your third eye and unlock extraordinary powers that have been suppressed for centuries. Imagine a life where struggle fades away and every day feels like an exciting adventure without limits, where wealth, abundance, and endless opportunities flow to you effortlessly. Picture waking up every morning energized and joyful, eagerly anticipating the blessings the universe has in store for you. Think how it will feel to be deeply tuned into your inner psychic intuition so that you make every decision with clarity and unshakable confidence, knowing you're on the right path. Imagine experiencing heightened spiritual awareness, bringing you blissful inner peace and a more profound connection to yourself, your loved ones, and the boundless energy of the universe. And having the power to manifest your dreams and desires with astonishing precision, watching as the life you've always wished for becomes your new reality. But I must urge you to watch this now until the end, before it's too late. Powerful forces do not want you to possess this knowledge because it holds the key to breaking free from their control. The only question is, are you ready to awaken your third eye and unlock a life of infinite abundance? If so, pay close attention because you're about to see how to fully activate the life-changing power of your third eye. What I'm about to reveal has nothing to do with transcendental meditation, chakra bracelets, crystals, or any other New Age practice. Instead, it's rooted in an easy home ritual that combines cutting-edge science with ancient wisdom, and you can do it from the comfort of your own home. Stay with me for the next 6 minutes, because you're about to uncover revelations that may leave you speechless. Yet, what you're about to see holds the power to change your life forever. Because in just a moment, when you fully awaken your third eye, the universe will align with your deepest desires, allowing you to manifest a life beyond your wildest dreams. First, I want you to do something for me real quick. Close your eyes and think of something that you truly desire. Maybe it's money, regaining full control of your health, or even having someone you know fall madly in love with you. Whatever it is, I want you to picture it in your mind's eye. Visualize it with as much detail as possible, and notice how this makes you feel. Now, open your eyes. If you were able to see it, you've already created it. It just hasn't materialized in this reality yet. You see, scientists at CERN, one of the world's most respected centers for scientific research, have uncovered evidence supporting the existence of up to 11 dimensions, what some call the multiverse. Within these dimensions lies every possibility. Everything that has happened, could happen, or will happen. When you're able to visualize something with absolute clarity, you're engaging with these alternate realms. Manifestation is the act of pulling something from these unseen dimensions into your physical reality. And a healthy, thriving pineal gland is the bridge that makes it all possible. In Hinduism, the pineal gland is associated with the Anja chakra, or the sixth chakra, depicted as two lotus petals that symbolize the union of the left and the right brain hemispheres. The pineal gland serves as the bridge between these two sides of the brain. When it's barely active, as it probably is for you right now, energy struggles to flow freely between the hemispheres, keeping much of your brain's potential untapped. But when its full power is unleashed, the pineal gland enables seamless communication between both sides of your brain. This unlocks dormant areas of your mind, allowing you to connect directly with the universe, the quantum realm, allowing you to bend it to your will and manifest your deepest desires directly into your life. This could mean healing your body and overcoming sickness, or effortlessly attracting money, love, success, and new opportunities, simply by focusing the power of your mind. References to the third eye appear in sacred texts, such as the Upanishads, the Bhagavad Gita, and even the Bible. In Matthew 6:22, it says, "The eye is the lamp of the body." So if your eye is healthy, your whole body will be full of light. Notice how it says eye, not eyes. This refers to our third eye, what we now know as the pineal gland, and how, when our third eye is open, we enter a state of illumination, where vibrant health, total mental clarity, and connection to higher dimensions become part of our daily experience. Today, the ancient writings are backed up by modern science. We now know the pineal gland contains rods and cones, just like the ones in our physical eyes, that allow us to sense colors and light. It also contains tiny crystals that, when activated, generate an electromagnetic field, which is when the pineal gland acts as a transceiver and truly becomes our third eye. But the pineal gland is much more than that. It's our personal connection to the universe, and it's able to send and receive information from higher dimensions. But none of this is possible when your pineal gland is weakened and on its way to closing forever. Manifesting is like trying to make a phone call with a dead battery. As we grow into adulthood, our pineal gland begins to look like this. That hardened layer you see, that's calcium. This buildup is called calcification, and it's happening inside your pineal gland right now. You see, every day it's bombarded by toxic heavy metals, harmful chemicals in food, and electromagnetic radiation from our devices, slowly coating it in a rigid shell of calcium. As the pineal gland hardens, its function weakens. Your body's energy flow is disrupted. Your ability to manifest is blocked, and your deeper connections to the universe is severed. In fact, nearly 97% of American adults suffer from pineal calcification. No wonder so many people feel stuck, trapped in a low vibrational frequency, unable to manifest their desires no matter how hard they try. But the damage doesn't stop there. Pineal calcification has been linked to hypothyroidism, weight gain, reproductive issues, cognitive decline, and Alzheimer's, chronic fatigue, depression, sleep disorders, and low libido. It even causes us to age faster. But here's the shocking part. While some of this is just an unavoidable part of modern life, there's something even more sinister at play. Something far worse than environmental toxins or radiation. And when I reveal what it is, you're going to be stunned. So before we continue, I must warn you, what I'm about to share is controversial and not for the faint of heart. If you're not ready for the truth, now's the time to turn back. But if you're ready to see the world in a whole new way, pay close attention, because what you're about to see is about to change everything. Right now you may be wondering, who am I and how did I uncover these secrets that have been guarded for centuries? My name is Ben Brooks, and I'm what most people would consider a pretty normal guy. I grew up in the Midwest, where I live to this day with my wife Angela, our daughter Melissa, and our trusty dog Howard. I'm a dentist, and I've always considered myself a rational, science-minded person. A year ago, if someone told me I'd be sharing a story about the pineal gland, quantum physics, and how to tap into the secrets of the universe, I would have laughed out loud. Back then, my life was uneventful, but steady, until everything began to fall apart. A legal battle with my former business partner was threatening to ruin me financially. My health was deteriorating. My blood pressure was through the roof. I was packing on weight, and I was moving through life like a zombie. The strain wasn't just on me. My marriage was hanging on by a thread. With each passing day, I could feel Angela and me slipping further apart. Then I started suffering from crushing migraine headaches. The way my luck had been going, I feared it might be something serious, like a brain tumor. So I went to go see a neurologist. But the scans came back inconclusive, leaving me with more questions than answers. I tried everything to break out of my slump. Meditation, exercise, reading books on the law of attraction and manifestation. But my bad luck wouldn't let up. I even spent a few $1,000s on a manifestation seminar, only to get into a car accident on the way home. I felt cursed, like I was living under a constant dark cloud. Then what started as just another day at the office became the start of a life-changing journey. I had an appointment with a longtime patient who we'll call Jerry. Jerry and I didn't see eye to eye on much of anything. Sports, politics, TV shows, you name it. We disagreed on it, especially when it came to health. Jerry was always going on about natural remedies and homeopathic cures and his distrust of modern medicine. So when he sat down in my chair that day, I was bracing myself for more of his crazy theories. When it came time to clean Jerry's teeth, he said he didn't want the usual fluoride treatment. Here we go again, I thought. I was in no mood. I'd had a pounding headache all morning. That stuff is toxic, Dr. Brooks, he told me. I don't know why dentists still use it in this day and age. Now, he was questioning my professional expertise. That's ridiculous, I said. Fluoride has been proven to prevent tooth decay for decades. That may be true, Jerry said. But why there's a warning label on every tube of toothpaste that contains fluoride? It says to contact poison control if you swallow it. Doesn't that tell you something? I rolled my eyes. Jerry, almost anything is harmful in excessive amounts, even baby aspirin. Trust me, I'm the dentist here. But Jerry kept going. Did you know there's a study from Harvard that shows fluoride lowers IQ in children? At this point, I was done. Oh, come on, Jerry. Where'd you read that? One of your conspiracy websites? Tell you what, he said. When you've got some spare time, read the Harvard study yourself. If I'm right, how about you give me my next visit for free? You got a deal, I replied. See you in 6 months. And don't forget your credit card. That night, I had the house to myself. My wife and daughter were visiting her parents in Indiana, so it was just me and my dog Howard. I was ready to kick back and watch some football when another throbbing headache started creeping in. Suddenly I thought of Jerry and what he said about fluoride. Could there be any truth to what he said? And could fluoride have something to do with my headaches? I sat down at my computer to do some digging. I figured I'd prove Jerry wrong in less than a minute. But then I found it, the Harvard study he'd mentioned. It said that children who consumed fluoridated water had IQs that were, on average, 7 points lower than those who drank non-fluoridated water. 7 points might not sound like much, but in terms of IQ, it's significant. Why had I never heard about this before? And how could something so widely used and trusted be causing such harm? Curiosity took over, and I kept digging. It wasn't just one study. I found 27 peer-reviewed papers that talked about fluoride's harmful effects. One study said, fluoride seems to fit in with lead, mercury, and other poisons that cause chemical brain drain. Another revealed that fluoride is used in pesticides and rat poison, and the Environmental Protection Agency classifies it as toxic waste and says it's a chemical with substantial evidence of developmental neurotoxicity. As if that wasn't alarming enough, the Food and Drug Administration categorizes fluoride as a drug. Yet over 90% of the US population is exposed to this drug through public water systems without our knowledge or consent. And the dangers go far beyond the impact on children's IQ. Fluoride is linked to a whole list of health issues, including how testosterone levels in men, hormonal and reproductive imbalances in women, and thyroid dysfunction that cause chronic fatigue and uncontrollable weight gain. Sure, there's evidence that fluoride can help prevent tooth decay in small amounts, but what I'd uncovered painted a much darker picture of its impact on our health. Now you're probably thinking, what does this have to do with the pineal gland and our ability to connect to higher consciousness? Well, you're about to find out. You see, I still didn't want to admit I was wrong. So I spent the weekend going further down the rabbit hole, hoping to disprove what I've read. But then I uncovered something that shook me to the core. During World War II, Hitler added fluoride to the water in his concentration camps. The reason wasn't immediately clear. We'll get to that shortly. But one thing was for certain. It had nothing to do with Hitler trying to improve anyone's dental health. Now I was obsessed with getting to the bottom of this. I knew one person who might have some answers, and I was set to see him the following week at his 80th birthday party. For the sake of privacy, we'll call him Jack. Jack and my father had been best friends since childhood, served together in the Army after high school, and remained close until my dad passed away a few years ago. There was always something a bit mysterious about my Uncle Jack. My dad said he worked for the government, but I shouldn't ask him any questions about his work. It wasn't until I was older that I found out Jack worked for the CIA. Here's something else you might not know. CIA operatives aren't guys in black suits and sunglasses like you see in the movies. They have undercover assets everywhere. University professors, public figures, and everyday workers in jobs you'd never suspect. I bet you crossed paths with someone connected to the CIA without even knowing it. Now that Jack was retired, I was hoping he might spill some secrets, especially after a few beers at his party. As the evening wound down and most of the guests had left, Jack came over and asked how I'd been. I opened up about my struggles, including the constant headaches and the toll it was taking on my marriage. Then I shifted the conversation to what was really on my mind. Fluoride. I mentioned my suspicions that it might be connected to my health issues somehow. I watched Jack closely as he listened. He shifted uncomfortably and looked away. I could tell he was holding something back. Fluoride prevents tooth decay, he said in a careful tone. You're a dentist, you already know that. But I wasn't buying it. Come on, Uncle Jack, I said. I've done my research. I know about the studies. How Hitler used it on his prisoners, and how they've been putting it in our drinking water. What's really going on? He motioned for me to follow him. Let's go to my office, he said. Once inside, he locked the door behind us and gestured for me to sit. You'll want to listen to this next part closely because what Jack was about to reveal would completely alter the course of my life. And once you hear this, it might change yours as well. He started cautiously. What makes you think I know anything about fluoride? Just because I worked for the CIA doesn't mean I know everything. The agency is highly compartmentalized. Please, Uncle Jack, I said, my frustration building. I just want the truth. He stayed silent, his expression unreadable. Never mind, I said, standing up. Forget I asked. Wait, he said abruptly. Sit back down. He reached into his desk and pulled out a small metal box. Give me your phone, he said. I handed it over and he placed it inside the box. What's that? I asked. It's a Faraday cage, he explained. It blocks all wireless signals. You never know who might be listening. Now Jack looked deadly serious. Are you sure you can handle the truth, he asked me. I nodded, yes. He opened his safe, pulled out a USB drive and plugged it into his computer. The contents of the drive appeared on the monitor. "What's that?" I asked. "A final message from an old friend," Jack said. "He vanished years ago, went off the grid. Then out of the blue, he sent me this." Jack clicked on a file, and what I saw next would change my life forever.
By the time you see this, I may already be dead or reassigned, but I can no longer remain silent. The world deserves to know the truth about human consciousness enhancement. It goes back to World War II. Hitler, in his quest for absolute power, was obsessed with the third eye, believed to be linked to the pineal gland. He thought if he could unlock its full potential, he'd gain access to higher realms of consciousness and the ability to manipulate reality itself. Teams of Nazi researchers were assigned to study hieroglyphs, ancient scrolls, and esoteric texts, seeking ways for him to exploit this power. The Allied victory halted Hitler's evil ambitions. After the war, the United States initiated Operation Paperclip, a classified program that brought 1,600 Nazi scientists and engineers to America. Figures like Werner von Braun contributed to advancements in NASA and rocket technology. But they also brought us records of Hitler's research and experiments. We learned Hitler not only aimed to enhance his own third eye, he sought to stifle this capability in others. He'd added fluoride to the water supplies of his concentration camps, believing it would suppress prisoners' pineal glands, blocking their connection to higher awareness, and making them easy to manipulate and control. In the final years of the war, evidence suggests he was drafting plans to expand the use of fluoride on a global scale, envisioning it as a tool for world domination. Here's where it gets even more unsettling. In 1945, the first year of Operation Paperclip, the U.S. began adding fluoride to public water systems, starting with Grand Rapids, Michigan. This practice continues to this day, supposedly for our dental health. But fluoride exposure has, in fact, been linked to calcification of the pineal gland, potentially hindering our ability to access higher realms of consciousness. Research into the pineal gland continued within secret facilities. As part of Project Stargate, a formula was developed, drawing upon ancient research. When the formula was given to test subjects, the results were remarkable. They exhibited remote viewing capabilities, able to visualize and describe in detail enemy bases they'd never visited. They also demonstrated heightened cognitive functions, including enhanced problem-solving skills and powers of intuition that were almost supernatural. And when those given the formula practiced focused intent, also known as manifestation, they experienced profound personal transformations. It was as if they could focus their mind on a desired outcome and bring it into reality. Today, elites utilize this knowledge to awaken their third eye and amass wealth, power, and control, while the rest of humanity remains disconnected, held back from accessing their true potential. Modern technologies, including social media algorithms and digital devices, may also play a role. My research suggests that specific frequency patterns emitted by these technologies may adversely affect the pineal gland, leading to calcification and diminished functionality. One thing is undeniable. Humanity's true abilities far surpass anything we've been led to believe. I've taken measures to ensure this knowledge is not lost. I've distributed copies of my notes and records, along with the details of the formula, to several trusted individuals. If you're seeing this, you're one of them. You now possess the key to unlocking what has been hidden from humanity, the ability to awaken true consciousness, break free from their control, and steer the course of your destiny. I trust you will rise to this responsibility and use this wisely.
I sat frozen, unable to speak, my mind racing to make sense of it all. Finally, I turned to Jack and asked, "Do you know what's in the formula?" Jack clicked on another file. His screen filled up with scans of what looked like an old handwritten journal. As he scrolled through it, I saw page after page filled with chaotic scribbles, detailed maps, and intricate diagrams of star systems. It looked like something out of some mad scientist's workshop. Then, on the final page, a list of ingredients appeared. Most of the names were completely unfamiliar to me. "Have you tried it?" I asked. Jack chuckled and leaned back in his chair. "No, I'm just a retired civilian now," he said. "I couldn't make heads or tails of it. For all I know, it's the ramblings of a lunatic." Jack saw the determined look in my eyes. He knew exactly what I wanted. I wanted to try the formula. It took some convincing, but Jack made me a copy of the USB drive's contents. This could all be nonsense, he said as he handed it to me. But I promised your father I'd keep an eye on you. Who knows, maybe this can help. When I got home, I uploaded the entire journal into ChatGPT to make sense of it. It gave me a summary, including more details about Operation Paperclip and the Stargate program. It was all disturbingly credible. The journal also contained deeper insights into the pineal gland and its connection to secret laws of the universe. One part that jumped out at me was the idea of a shared collective consciousness between humans and the universe, and how the pineal gland acts as a receiver for higher cosmic energies. As for the formula's ingredients, I tried to order them online. I was able to find a few, but others seemed to have strange nicknames and couldn't be found online at all. I had to set it aside until Jerry came in for his next dental appointment. As he sat down in the chair, I said, "Good news, Jerry. I'm not billing you for today's visit." His face lit up with a knowing smile. "So you finally looked into what I told you about fluoride?" We talked for the next 2 hours. I told him what I'd uncovered, the secret government programs and their connection to the pineal gland and manifestation. To my surprise, Jerry was knowledgeable about much of it. When I pulled out my phone and showed him the formula's ingredients, his eyes instantly widened. "Some of these are rare, very rare," he said. "I might be able to get them, but it's going to take calling in a few favors." 2 weeks later, Jerry called me, his voice buzzing with excitement, and insisted we meet for coffee. When we sat down, he put 5 plastic bags full of different colored powders on the table. I thanked Jerry and paid him. When I got home, I carefully followed the instructions I'd pieced together from the journal, measured everything precisely, and mixed the powders in a glass of water. As I drank it, I wasn't sure what to expect. Would I feel a surge of energy? A wave of enlightenment? But an hour later, nothing. Maybe I'd misunderstood the instructions? Maybe none of this was real. But the journal had said activating the pineal gland is a gradual process, like slowly tuning a radio to the right frequency. So I kept taking the formula every day, trying it with coffee, tea, a morning smoothie, and on the 3rd day, I began noticing subtle changes. My thoughts were clearer, and I found myself oddly calm, even in stressful situations. By day 4, my mind felt razor sharp. It was like I had a newfound clarity and sense of purpose. After less than a week, instead of tossing and turning at night, I was enjoying deep sleep and vivid dreams, full of symbols and messages that felt meaningful. I woke up feeling completely recharged and refreshed, like I'd tapped into some hidden energy source. Week 2 brought more undeniable changes. It was as if I'd unlocked some sort of psychic intuition within myself. I'd think about someone and they'd text me moments later. Answers to problems that had plagued me for weeks appeared out of nowhere. I tried meditation again, and it was effortless. I felt soothing vibrations deep in my forehead, as though a part of my brain was awakening. And that's exactly what was happening. By the end of week 3, I could sense other people's feelings and intentions. It was like my 6th sense was fully alive. And with this came the power to manifest. I envisioned my wife Angela and me reconnecting with the love we had as newlyweds, back when everything was full of passion and joy. To my astonishment, it worked. The tensions that had weighed on our marriage seemed to dissolve overnight. Angela began smiling more, laughing at my jokes again, and then, out of nowhere, she hit me with a surprise. She'd entered a contest through a travel website, and she won. The prize? An all-expense-paid vacation to Hawaii. It was the most romantic holiday of our lives. We even renewed our vows on a secluded cliff overlooking the ocean, reaffirming our love and everything we'd built together. It didn't stop there. I visualized myself as strong and healthy again, and it quickly became a reality. My migraines vanished, and when I saw my doctor for my annual physical, he was stunned by the changes in me. My blood pressure was back to normal, and I'd lost 17 pounds. Now I was curious to see if anything had actually changed in my brain. So I went back to my neurologist. Here's an image of my brain scan before I started taking the formula. Much of my brain activity appeared to be shut down, with most areas showing 0 or minimal activity. But now, the scan revealed that large parts of my brain were lit up like the 4th of July, glowing with vibrant energy. Regions associated with creativity, intuition, and focus were alive with activity. My neurologist said that this indicated enhanced neural connections and heightened cognitive function. To put it simply, my brain was firing on all cylinders. But here's the best part. From then on, it felt like the black cloud that had been hanging over me was replaced with a streak of incredible good fortune. Remember how I got into a car accident on the way home from that manifestation seminar? I received a huge, unexpected insurance payout, way more than I ever thought I'd get. My dental practice became busier than ever. New patients poured in, referrals doubled, and my legal battle with my ex-partner was resolved in my favor. That wasn't all. A long-forgotten investment I'd written off as a loss started producing dividends, providing my family and me with a financial cushion. It was as if the universe had shifted gears, aligning everything perfectly to bring abundance into my life. And I wasn't the only one enjoying incredible results. When I met Jerry again for coffee, he confessed he'd been taking the formula too, and his life had also taken some dramatic turns. He'd landed a dream project at work that he'd been chasing for years, and he'd met the love of his life. He ran into her completely by chance, and they instantly connected. They were already talking about getting married. It's like the formula didn't just help me visualize what I wanted, he smiled. It brought it directly to me. Jerry snapped a photo of us, and I didn't think much of it until the next day when I saw it on his social media. Big Mouth Jerry had posted it with a story about my miracle formula, tagging me and thanking me. The post went viral, spreading among his friends and then their friends, and before I knew it, my inbox was flooded with messages. Men and women sharing their struggles and begging to know how they could get their hands on this formula. I wanted to help every one of them because I knew how transformative this formula was. This wasn't just about manifesting abundance or achieving personal breakthroughs. It was about unlocking a level of consciousness and potential that most people never know they have. And part of me wanted to strike back against those who've been suppressing this knowledge about our pineal gland, as they poisoned our water, our food, our air, damaging our health and destroying our ability to spiritually ascend. There was one big problem. The formula wasn't easy to share. A week's worth of ingredients cost nearly $200, making it unaffordable for most people. Some of the ingredients were so rare that overseas suppliers were constantly out of stock. Even I was struggling to keep enough on hand for myself. On top of that, preparing the formula was complicated and time-consuming. That's when an idea hit me. What if I could simplify the formula and condense it into a done-for-you liquid that you could take in just a few drops? This would mean no more messy preparation, no more scouring the globe for ingredients, and if it could be produced on a larger scale, it might be affordable and accessible for everyone. I went to work compiling a list of facilities that might be able to do it. I wanted everything done right, so I had a strict set of requirements. First, it had to be manufactured here in the US to guarantee the highest standards of safety and quality. Second, every ingredient needed to come from its authentic source. No cheap substitutes or synthetic alternatives. And the liquid would need to deliver the full potency of the original formula. It took 6 months of research and negotiations, but I finally partnered with a state-of-the-art, fully certified facility that met all of these standards. And now, I couldn't be more proud or excited to introduce you to Pineal 10X, the world's first and only 100% natural, complete solution for cleansing and decalcifying your pineal gland, fully awakening your third eye and unlocking its full potential to manifest abundance into your life. Pineal 10X is unlike anything you've ever seen or experienced. It contains a meticulously crafted blend of the most powerful detoxifiers, cognitive enhancers, and energy amplifiers known to man, each working in perfect synergy to optimize your mind, body, and spirit. Together, these potent ingredients activate a unique 3-step triple action process that not only cleanses and activates the pineal gland, but also restores mental clarity, enhances focus, deepens relaxation, and revitalizes your entire nervous system. The result? Sharper intuition, heightened awareness, increased energy, and a deeper connection to your highest self, allowing you to manifest your desires with greater ease and align with the limitless flow of the universe. Now, let me show you how the 3-step triple action process works and why each ingredient is crucial to unlocking your full potential. Step 1 is detoxification and clearing blockages. Before you can access your full capabilities, your body and mind must be freed from the toxins that cloud your thoughts, drain your energy, and weaken your manifestation abilities. This is why Pineal 10X includes a highly absorbable form of iodine, sourced from the deepest unpolluted ocean waters. This same mineral is used by military-grade anti-radiation pills because of its unparalleled ability to flush out toxic halogens like fluoride and bromide, preventing them from calcifying your pineal gland. Next is clinopatillolite zeolite, a rare volcanic mineral with an ultra-absorbent crystalline structure that traps and removes heavy metals, radioactive particles, and toxins at a cellular level, clearing the way for your pineal gland to function at peak capacity. Pineal 10X also contains chlorella powder, a microalgae that thrives in pristine freshwater lakes. Chlorella binds with mercury and other neurotoxins, pulling these toxins from the brain and bloodstream so that your entire nervous system operates at a higher vibrational frequency. Step 2 is decalcifying your pineal gland. Right now, your pineal gland is likely encased in a hardened shell of calcium deposits. This is known as calcification, and a calcified pineal gland is stiff and unresponsive, blocking the natural flow of energy and information between your left and right brain hemispheres. To reverse this, Pineal 10X contains turmeric root and its active compound, curcumin, one of the most potent natural anti-inflammatory and detoxifying compounds on the planet. Turmeric breaks down calcium deposits, dissolves the calcified shell surrounding your pineal gland, and reverses fluoride damage, restoring it to its natural state. Pineal 10X also includes spirulina, a rare blue-green algae so nutrient-dense and bioactive that astronauts rely on it for sustained energy and cognitive function during long-term space missions. Harvested from pristine alkaline lakes, spirulina is packed with chlorophyll, which oxygenates the brain, eliminates toxic residues from neural tissues, and enhances mental clarity and psychic perception. With your mind and body purified, and your pineal gland freed from calcification, the final step is to unlock its full power. This brings us to step 3, supercharging your pineal gland. This is where Pineal 10X includes 3 powerful boosters designed to optimize neural conductivity and allow you to connect with the universe like never before. The first booster is ginkgo biloba, the neural and life force supercharger. This herb is one of the most potent mental enhancers ever discovered. Ginkgo biloba increases blood and oxygen flow to the brain, ensuring that the pineal gland gets a constant flow of the nutrients it needs to function at peak capacity. It's also been used in traditional Chinese medicine for over 2,000 years to boost qi, the body's life force energy. Ancient healers understood when qi flows freely, the mind expands, perception heightens, and the connection to the universe strengthens. With increased qi energy and an optimized neural network, your third eye becomes more receptive, unlocking deeper states of meditation and faster, more precise manifestation. The second booster is ashwagandha, the stress dissolver and energy harmonizer. For centuries, this powerful herb has been used to restore balance between the mind, body, and spirit, allowing for mental clarity, emotional resilience, and heightened awareness. Today, its benefits are more essential than ever. With the relentless pressures of work, daily responsibilities, and constant digital overload, our minds and bodies are in a near constant state of stress, triggering an overflow of cortisol, the body's primary stress hormone. Elevated cortisol dulls intuition, clouds the mind, and disrupts the pineal gland's ability to function, making it nearly impossible to manifest with clarity and precision. Ashwagandha acts as a natural adaptogen, gently lowering cortisol, calming the nervous system, and restoring neurotransmitter balance, allowing your mind to function with greater ease, focus, and alignment. This creates the perfect environment for your pineal gland to remain clear, active, and highly receptive to higher states of consciousness, so you can think sharper, feel lighter, and align more effortlessly with the universe. And the third booster is maca root, the sacred Andean power source. Rich in vital minerals and adaptogen compounds, maca nourishes the pineal gland's crystal matrix, strengthening its ability to transmit and receive higher vibrational frequencies. This helps amplify your intuitive abilities and accelerates the speed at which you can manifest desire into reality. I can assure you, once you try Pineal 10X, your life will never be the same. With thousands of reviews from all around the world and an average rating of 4.8 out of 5 stars, Pineal 10X is helping people elevate their minds, unlock their intuition, and align with their highest potential. Here's what Stephanie from Chicago, Illinois had to say.
I started taking Pineal 10X, and within days, I felt more energized and my thinking was just sharper and more focused. Then one time, I was visiting my sister in St. Louis, and the night before I was supposed to fly home, I had the most vivid dream about a terrifying flight experience. And it just felt so real that I trusted my gut and I changed my plans. The next night, I saw on the news the flight that I was originally booked on had mass mechanical failure and had to make an emergency landing. The passengers said that it was an absolute nightmare. I truly believe Pineal 10X sharpened my intuition and helped me tune in to some kind of higher awareness. And ever since then, it feels like the universe has just been guiding me towards making the right decisions.
We are receiving grateful emails and videos raving about Pineal 10X on a daily basis. It's changing the lives of thousands of people around the world, and you could be the next success story. Using Pineal 10X couldn't be any easier or more convenient. Simply take 1 dropper per day, anytime you want, with food or without. Within a week, you should be feeling more energized and focused and enjoying deeper, more restful sleep. As the ingredients detoxify your pineal gland, it begins to open. You're likely to start feeling a deeper spiritual connection with the universe, higher levels of intuition, and more. Within 30 days, you can expect to be losing stubborn body fat thanks to your thyroid working properly. LDL cholesterol levels may drop to normal levels, along with blood pressure. You can also look forward to a reduction in anxiety, depression, and other low vibration emotional states. At this point, I'm sure you're eager to get your hands on Pineal 10X and start enjoying these life-changing benefits for yourself. So you're probably wondering about the cost. Before we get to that, let me ask you, what would it be worth to you to unlock the full power of your pineal gland and awaken your third eye? To be able to connect with the universe on a profound level and manifest your deepest desires? What price would you put on living with complete mental clarity, feeling more energized and alive than you've been in years? To live every day free from stress, anxiety, and brain fog, knowing you have the power to tap into your highest self and create a reality that aligns perfectly with how you envision your best possible life. How valuable would it be to be able to sense opportunities and possibilities as if the universe were guiding you, and to wake up each day knowing you have the power to manifest abundance and live a life aligned to your fullest potential? A lot of people would say that's priceless. It's why so many spend thousands, even tens of thousands of dollars on meditation, retreats, manifestation courses, and coaching programs trying to achieve just a small fraction of these results. But their methods only scratch the surface because they don't address the root of the problem, an inactivated, calcified pineal gland. I can tell you, when I was ordering the ingredients individually, I was spending upwards of $800 a month, and just getting my hands on them was no small task. This is why you could expect to pay a similar amount for a premium formula like Pineal 10X. In fact, the manufacturing facility said I'd be crazy to charge anything less than $197 per bottle. They had a point. It takes months to source these rare ingredients and prepare each batch using state-of-the-art production and third-party quality testing. But I believe that unlocking your pineal gland's full potential should be accessible to everyone, not just the elites. That's why you won't pay $197 for a bottle of Pineal 10X, not even close. Today, you can claim your supply at the deeply discounted prices you see below. But supplies are extremely limited. These containers are flying off the shelves much faster than we anticipated, and it takes months to produce another batch. That's why we strongly recommend you stock up on at least 3 bottles to ensure your long-term success. Most of our happiest customers go for the 6-month supply, not just because it offers the best value by far, but because the ingredients in Pineal 10X have a cumulative effect. Over time, as Pineal 10X works to detoxify, decalcify, and supercharge your pineal gland, your results grow stronger. About 6 months from now, you'll be fully aligned with your higher self, operating at peak performance and manifesting with ease. This is why we've applied the steepest discount to the 6-bottle option. What's more, when you order 3 or 6 bottles of Pineal 10X, you'll receive 2 bonus gifts with a combined value of $148 absolutely free. These are digital guides that you can access immediately on your phone, tablet, or computer, or print them out if you prefer. Each guide is designed to help you get the most out of Pineal 10X and fast-track your results. Bonus 1 is the Quantum Manifestation Formula. This step-by-step guide walks you through the most effective techniques for enhanced manifestation. You'll discover how to focus your intentions and magnify the power of your third eye so that you connect with the universe and bring your dreams to life effortlessly. Bonus number 2 is Psychic Mastery Secrets. With your fully awakened third eye, you'll be surprised to find you have psychic abilities you were never aware of. This guide shows you exactly how to utilize them. You'll be able to read anyone like an open book, spot hidden opportunities, detect dishonesty, and pick up on energy shifts in people and capitalize on them. You'll navigate relationships more easily, spark creativity, and even receive guidance through your dreams. These bonuses are designed to amplify and accelerate your results with Pineal 10X, giving you a life of limitless possibilities. And by ordering the 3 or 6 bottles, you get instant access to both of them, free of charge. Imagine finally taking full control of your life and shaping it exactly as you've always dreamed, manifesting wealth, love, success, or anything else you desire from the universe. To most people, this might sound like nothing more than wishful thinking. They go through life unaware that this level of awareness is not only possible, but right here, within our reach. With Pineal 10X, you've got the key to unlocking this hidden potential. By activating and amplifying the power of your third eye, Pineal 10X empowers you to connect with higher dimensions, step into your highest potential, and effortlessly attract what you want most into your life. Let me make one thing crystal clear. If you tried the teachings of other gurus or online manifestation programs and they haven't worked, there's a reason. True manifestation, tapping into the limitless power of the universe, is impossible unless your third eye is wide open and fully activated, which is exactly what Pineal 10X is designed to do. If you see 3 different options below, it means we still have Pineal 10X in stock, and your bottles have been reserved. But if you pass up this opportunity, they'll be given to the next person in line. Right now, all you need to do is select your preferred money-saving package below. On the next page, you'll simply fill in your order details and your bottles will be rushed to you immediately. Your personal information is protected by 256-bit encryption, and the packaging is discreet to further protect your privacy. You're just one click away from becoming part of an awakened, rapidly growing movement of people who are unlocking their full potential with Pineal 10X. By joining us, you're stepping into a community of like-minded individuals who are transforming their lives in extraordinary ways. But I do need to warn you, stocks are extremely limited, and we have no idea if we're going to continue being able to get some of the ingredients needed to create Pineal 10X. This is why you want to secure your supply of Pineal 10X right here and now. You can place your order with the complete confidence because you know exactly how the carefully selected, scientifically supported ingredients in Pineal 10X work. You've seen the results, the research, and the life-changing benefits it offers. But just in case you're still on the fence, I'm going to go one step further. I'm going to remove all the risk from you and put it entirely on me. When you order any amount of Pineal 10X today, whether it's 1 bottle, 3 bottles, or 6, you are fully protected by a no questions asked money-back guarantee, good for a full year. You've got the next 365 days to try Pineal 10X, unlock your pineal gland's potential, and experience the transformative effects. If you're like the overwhelming majority of Pineal 10X users, you'll be absolutely thrilled with the results. But if for any reason you don't experience the incredible benefits others are raving about, we've got you covered. If your mental clarity and focus don't skyrocket, if you're not feeling more energized, shedding stubborn fat, or enjoying deeper, more restful sleep, if you don't notice a surge in psychic intuition or begin having vivid, prophetic dreams, if opportunities aren't suddenly appearing in your life, or unexpected financial blessings and wealth aren't flowing your way, if your life doesn't improve, whether it's finding new romance or transforming an unfulfilling relationship, or if Pineal 10X simply doesn't meet your expectations for any reason at all you need to do is contact our friendly customer support team by phone or email. Just say you'd like a refund, and we'll return every penny swiftly and without any questions asked. Your satisfaction is 100% guaranteed. It doesn't even matter if you use every drop or never get around to opening the bottle. This guarantee is completely hassle-free and unconditional. Think of this as a refundable deposit, not a payment. There are no hidden fees, subscriptions, or automatic renewals. Your investment today is a one-time deal, and it's 100% risk-free. All you need to do is look below, click on the money-saving package you prefer, and enter your details on the next page. As soon as you place your order, our warehouse will pack up your supply of Pineal 10X and ship it out immediately. You'll have it in your hands in just a few days. And when you choose the 3 or 6 bottles, you'll receive the free bonuses and will include free shipping to anywhere in the US. If you're still not sure which package to choose, the 3 and 6 bottle packages are by far the most popular. This way you're making sure you'll always have enough Pineal 10X to keep enjoying its full benefits. And with the cumulative effects of Pineal 10X, you'll find that the longer you take it, the more profound your results will be. Right now, you're standing at a fork in the road, with 3 paths ahead. Path 1 is the same one you're on, fighting an uphill battle where your mind, body, and spirit are constantly under attack. Toxic chemicals infiltrate your air, water, and food, silently poisoning you day to day, dragging you deeper into exhaustion, frustration, and disconnection. It's a life where you feel like a hamster on a wheel, running endlessly but never moving forward, trapped in a cycle designed by the elites who profit from your struggles. They want to keep you in a fog, unaware of your true power and blind to the extraordinary possibilities life has to offer. Because as long as you and your pineal gland stay asleep, they're in control. Your full potential remains locked away, while your third eye is calcifying more and more each day, and your connection to the universe becomes further out of reach. How long can you go on like this, feeling disconnected, wondering if there's more to life? If you continue down this path, nothing will change, except your pineal gland will grow weaker with each passing day, eventually shutting down forever. Then there's path number 2. You could take what you've discovered today and try to piece this together on your own. You know about the powerful proven ingredients in Pineal 10X. You can spend hours researching and searching for them individually, but it's going to cost you, not just in terms of money, but also time and effort. And if you do somehow manage to track them all down from their purest sources, you won't know the exact ratios and dosages needed to unlock their full potential. The precise synergy of the ingredients is the secret to awakening your third eye and accessing the extraordinary results so many are experiencing with Pineal 10X. You know this path doesn't make sense, especially when you have a done-for-you solution right in front of you. This brings us to path number 3. This is the path to clarity, purpose, and infinite potential. It's where your third eye awakens, intuition sharpens, and you gain access to higher realms of consciousness. The moment you take your first drops of Pineal 10X, it goes to work, detoxifying and decalcifying your pineal gland, flushing out toxins, heavy metals, and the harmful effects of electromagnetic radiation. You'll tap into an enhanced mental state where creativity flows effortlessly, decisions feel clear and aligned, and you can manifest your desires with absolute confidence. This means the choice in front of you isn't really a choice at all. It's time to put Pineal 10X to the test. Completely risk-free, knowing you're covered by a 365-day, no questions asked, money-back guarantee. In just a few short days, your supply of Pineal 10X will arrive discreetly at your doorstep. From the very first dose, you'll notice the shift. Mental fog fading away, energy levels rising, and a renewed sense of clarity and purpose taking hold. As you continue using Pineal 10X, the transformation deepens, intuition sharpens, dreams become vivid and meaningful, and powerful insights flow effortlessly. You'll feel a connection to the universe that's almost magical, as if you're finally aligned with your true potential. This is the life you were destined to live, the life that becomes possible when your third eye is fully open and awakened. You've missed out on far too many opportunities already. Don't let this one slip through your fingers. Imagine waking up every day with soaring energy, razor-sharp mental clarity, and the confidence that comes from knowing you're operating at your highest potential. Imagine being part of a movement of awakened individuals who are taking charge of their destiny, rewriting their lives and realizing what's truly possible. Thousands of men and women are already experiencing the transformative power of Pineal 10X. Now, it's your turn. Click on your preferred money-saving package below, fill in the details on the next page, and take your first step towards a limitless future. I trust you'll make the right choice. You have nothing to lose, and a new world of possibilities and blessings waiting to unfold. It's no coincidence that you found this page today. There are no accidents when it comes to the universe. I truly believe you were guided here for a reason. I can't wait to hear about the incredible blessings the universe is about to bring you. Your new life starts today.